Hello, sweetie baby loves, and welcome back to the channel where we serve you crooked eyebrows every Thursday. Welcome to TT by Lex. My name is Lex, and I'm super excited for you guys to be here today. Today, we're going to do something that's a bit simple. We are going to do a whiskey sour. So, grab your brushes, grab your shakers. We won't need a shaker today, but you're gonna need a bar spoon. So grab that, grab your bourbon, and let's go make a cocktail. So, whiskey sour, one of my favorite cocktails, super duper simple to make. I'm going to start with 3 dashes of bitters. I used Angustora bitters. You can use orange bitters. Angustora to me is the best for a whiskey sour. I'm gonna add some ice cubes. I try not to add more than 4, but I'm gonna stay with 3 because I don't like a lot of water in my beverages, but I'm gonna start with 3. 1/4 ounce of simple syrup. I'm using a brown sugar simple syrup, which just does amazing wonders for the flavor. It deepens it. How you make this is 1 part brown sugar, 1 part water. You want to heat it till the sugar dissolves, cool it off, and then it's good to serve. I'm gonna use 1.5 ounces of bourbon. I'm using Bullet, like you saw from the beginning. Think it's a really good bourbon. Think it makes a great whiskey sour. Also really good Manhattan. I'm also gonna add 1/2 ounce of fresh lemon juice. Typically, half a lemon will give you about 1/2 ounce of lemon juice. And then I'm gonna give it a good stir, a good stir just to mix in all those ingredients, get those bitters up, get that brown sugar syrup up, mix all of that together, and then also melt the ice just a little bit and also cool off the drink so that it is nice and yummy. Then I'm gonna express a lemon zest. So what that means is you're gonna take the zest, you're gonna squeeze it so the oils come off, and then you're gonna put it all around the rim and then garnish with that zest. That's gonna open up the sense of smell in the drink. And there you have it, a whiskey sour with Bullet Bourbon Frontier Whiskey, a delicious bourbon. So now that we have the drink, let's get into this look. So it is Women's History Month. So I've decided for the month, I'm going to highlight brands that are owned and operated by women, all women. So I'm going to start this month off with one of my favorite palettes that I've used quite a bit, but don't really feature on this channel too much. I'm very excited to use this palette today to do this really nice golden brown look. The pigment is ridiculous. And then also, as always, I'm gonna start off with my P. Louise base, another women-owned business in room number 4. I'm gonna put that all over my eyes and I'm gonna come right back because I don't have it in front of me. I'm really bad at that. So I'm gonna go grab that and then I'm gonna come back. She's back. Again, my favorite base, P. Louise in room number 4. It's very close to my skin color. I think that this is great. I think that all of the basic or the base colors are awesome. It smells like something is burning. Give me a second. So my curling iron was touching a bar of soap and I almost burned down my apartment, but I'm safe and we're good. So back into it. I'm going to take a flat brush, usually the same brush I use, which is my Morphe M705 brush. It's the one that has the triangle tip. I'm going to use this to pack in the color. Again, I'm going to use this palette. It also has beautiful colors if you've never seen it. Gorgeous. I get some use out of it, as you can tell. And the mirrors, it has 2 mirrors, which one is a magnified mirror, which I'm going to use. And the other one is not. So, you know, when I want to love myself more, I use the other one. So this month, I really want to highlight female, women-owned brands, women of all types. So I'm very excited about this month. I also feel like I maybe didn't do enough for Black History Month like I wanted to. So I'm probably going to feature, but obviously I'm always going to feature Black owned products on this channel. So, you know, so let's talk. I live in Texas and we just got basically an alert from our Governor Abbott, that says he is ending the mask mandate in Texas starting next Wednesday, which to me is kind of wild. Luckily, there are still some places that, you know, are going to still adhere to a mask mandate for their establishments. But I just think we're so not out of the dust when it comes to COVID. There are people who I know, there are people who I went to school with that are still, you know, dealing with issues related to COVID, whether it be they themselves have gotten sick and not fully recovered. They work in the medical field. They have family members that are, you know, part of the high risk group. I know a lot of people have gotten vaccinated. I personally have not yet. It's still something I'm pondering on. It's still something I'm praying on, just personally. I think that naturally a lot of Black people have a fear of vaccinations just based on the history of the medical world in African Americans. So, I mean, I think rightfully so. Some of us are a little nervous, a little scared. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll put some links in the bio to you so that you can understand exactly what I'm talking about. But I mean, it's not something that I'm just completely against. I would love to travel again. I would love to go on vacation with my family, but I also want to do it in a manner that's not only going to keep myself safe, my family safe, but then also other people's family safe. Because some people they don't have the option of not working or working from home. I know that I am an essential worker. I know that I have to be at work personally. So, I mean, I see it a bit different because we do so much as we can to like keep our staff safe and make sure we're keeping them safe. But a lot of it has to do with how safe you're keeping yourself outside of work. So, I mean, hey, some people are going to wear masks. Some people aren't. It is what it is. I'm always just going to stay prayed up and just know that God has the final say. Amen and amen again. So from this palette, I'm going to take a kind of dense, fluffier brush. If I can find one. Yeah. A dense, fluffier brush. Let's make sure it doesn't have a lot of stuff and gunk on it. And I'm going to go in with Mila and just start placing this into the crease of my eye. Mila's a very pretty golden brown, which is what we are serving today. I'm probably going to go in deeper with a bronzer just to make it a bit more. We'll see. I'm still kind of like winging this one, you know. It's been a few videos and I'm still not in a place where I like have a decision on what I want to do before I do it. You know, part of the fun is the struggle, right? Yes, ma'am. I can't right now. I'm shooting a video. I love you too. My cat is in heat right now. So if you have a cat and you know what that's like, pray for me. Please get off the chair. Please do not jump on my lap. Please do not jump on the table. Please do not knock over the cocktail. Which is delicious, by the way, in case any of you were wondering. So for Women's History Month, some people I definitely want to highlight. I want to highlight a lot of educators. You guys are honestly the real deal. You've shown that in the midst of a pandemic, that just how important and how essential your job is. I talked about this on my sister's blog, Lex Please. She has a channel too. Go follow her on YouTube. But we were talking about like many of the women in our life are educators. Because our mother was a principal for so many years. Those women have been just incremental in our lives in many ways, shapes and forms. Like they've met boyfriends, it's been their family. They are family, like a bunch of them. They've been present for graduation parties. They're present for a lot of holidays. Like Miss Allison, she brings over a pie every Christmas for my dad. Like it's there are people in our life that have just been so solid. A teacher was my tennis coach. Miss White, we would go over to her house. She made the best spaghetti ever. Like, there have just been women in our lives that have been just so strong, so dynamic, that have all been educators. And to be an educator in a time like this, in the time of COVID, to just have been as graceful as you've been. And a lot of parents, I'm sure, understand exactly what your teachers are talking about when they're dealing with some of your children now. And to the teachers especially, and I said this on my sister's channel, there are teachers who, I'm going in with the Fenty bronzer in Caramel Cutie. This is actually the one I use on my face. I'm gonna just deepen up my crease a bit. There are some that are parents, so they come to school, they parent your children from like 8 to 4, and then they go home and parent their own children. And that's just so like, it was super taxing, like for my mom. Like, it's just, I can't imagine how she did it. And that's why I think my mother, my queen, she's a superhero, honestly. So happy Women's History Month, Women's Month. Happy month to the women who are continued to be super, super amazing. So that, I think, is all I'm gonna do for the top. And I just really took Mila, just Mila, and some other Fenty bronzer. Another woman, Robin Rihanna Fenty, who won't get off our necks, but we not mad at it at all. Thank you, ma'am, for changing the beauty industry the way you did, creating a standard. Thank you, ma'am. Okay, I'm going to take basic Trut. My Dutch is horrible. It's fine. Which is this very pale color here. And I'll put that all over my lid. And I'm just going to put that over my lid. That's very, very white on me. I was not expecting it to be this white. I've actually never used this color in the palette, guys. As you can see, because I was overly confident in what I just did. I put a bunch on. So I'm going to take Mila again and just kind of blend over the top of that, as well as bring it down a bit just to kind of tone the color down. I really just want the top of my eye to really kind of be a blank canvas. And then I'm gonna do something fun with my under eye because I want that yellow. So I feel like this is very like reminiscent of the drink, you know, it's nothing really fancy. It's pretty golden brown. Honestly, this is the look the girls want these days. Is this look right here. It's that very muted eye, bright inner corner. I'm gonna take this gold liner. I'm gonna put it on the top and on the bottom, and I'm gonna blend it out because I just think it'll be fun. This is the NYX Epic Liner Stick in gold plated. I read it every time. I've used this in the last, just my last video, excuse me. I'm just gonna line my waterline up top. I'm going to take a pencil brush and just kind of blend that out a bit. Just to like blend it in. I don't have a color on this. Don't really want to give it a color. I didn't, but I think I might. So I'm gonna take the same palette I used last time, the Pat McGrath Ecstasy Sublime palette. Ecstasy Sublime palette. And I'm gonna take the color Gold Nectar, which is that pretty gold color. And I'm gonna use that to smudge it out. Actually, I've never used a metallic to smudge something out, so this is gonna be fun. I just got a text that said my sister recorded my dad eating. So the ongoing joke in my family is that me and my dad chew like ridiculously loud. And me and my dad went to the movie theater together, and I have to say she's absolutely right. We're loud, like we're horribly loud, and it doesn't help that like in the movies, like popcorn is literally the loudest food ever. It was eye-opening. It was an illuminating experience for me. I'm gonna take this gold liner and go under on my waterline as well. And I'm gonna do something fun. I'm gonna take the same pencil brush that I had because it does still have a little bit of that gold on it. And I'm gonna take Vla, which means pudding, and put that on the bottom for like my lemon zest. Since my camera is rude, it cut off without showing you guys some of the stuff that I was doing. So just to give you an idea, I did take Vla. I took a gold, and from the Pat McGrath palette, I took Gold Nectar, smoked out the gold on top. On the bottom, I took Vla from the Nikki Tutorials palette and smoked out the bottom a bit, which I couldn't really see. So then I followed up with Brick Road in the Anastasia Beverly Hills Alyssa Edwards palette. But I still feel like I need more. So I went and grabbed the ABH Norvina collection cake liners because I have these and I haven't gotten to use them a bit much. And I'm going to take the yellow because, again, I want more yellow. It's like summertime, right? And I'm just going to put this on my waterline on the bottom because we've already decided that I'm not playing with liners on top anymore. That's very yellow. She's yellow. She's almost green, how yellow she is. Like if I was a rebel, I would do this up top. But I'm not. We all know I don't go against the grain. So, yeah, that looks a bit better. That's got something to stick to now. So this is what I have so far. I'm gonna take a brown liner, my NYX Epic liner in the color brown, because I like brown liners. And I'm going to line the top of my eye very thinly. This doesn't feel whiskey sour to me. So I think I'm gonna go a little bit darker in my crease, but I wanna be careful. So I'm gonna dig into something that I know has like a reddish brown. I can't tell you what this is yet. I'll be able to tell you guys soon, but I'm excited. I'm gonna take like a reddish brown and then go in with that in my crease and see if that gives me a bit more of what I'm looking for. Yeah. 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 Yep. That actually went on a lot prettier than I thought it was going to, and just really just kind of gave it some depth for what I needed it to do. She made the point she needed to make. I'm gonna go in a little bit more on the inner corner of my eye with some more yellow. I really need my family to stop texting. Goodness. I love y'all, but I'm working. All right, we got some yellows. We got some browns. We got a fun little thing happening here. I think, yeah, I would say yeah. I would say yeah. I'm going to put on lashes. I'm going to curl my lashes. I'm going to put on my hair and put on mascara first because I might as well. I mean, we're still talking, right? My cat is really going in right now. Like one of these days, I'm going to let you guys like really see what's going on behind the scenes. Like, because really like everything is a wreck around me right now. She's spazzing out. I'm pretty sure in the span of the time that I've done this, I guarantee you she's used the bathroom somewhere around this apartment just because she wants attention. The lashes I'm gonna wear are going to be those Kiss lashes, the wispies that I double stacked. I still have them. Haven't worn them in a minute, so I just figure why not give myself a little extra lash. And then bottom lashes. You want? All right, I'm gonna go curl my lashes and then I'm gonna put on some lashes and then I'll be right back. So I like it. So I lied, I didn't use the Kiss lashes. I used the Raquel lashes in Full Moon. I've been using these a lot. I really, really like these lashes. I think they're very pretty. I think they're very dreamy, very nighttime. So let's get in a blush. So for blush, I'm going to use the NYX Sweet Cheeks matte blush in the color Daydream. You know what I'm actually gonna use? Okay, I'm gonna start with this. I'm going to go into Blend and Snap. This pink is so pretty as a blush. Look at that. I love blush. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Like, come on. I think I look gorgeous. For the highlighter, I'm going to use the Juvia's Place again. The same color I used last time, which I believe is, again, the Royalty. It's the loose highlighter. It's very, very pretty. Just a little bit right here. Just lift up those cheekbones. Lift them up. For the lips, I'm going to line like I usually do with Downtown Brown. I'm going to use a lipstick from Beauty Bakery. It's a matte liquid lipstick, color Churr'all. I need. Churr'all I need. I get it. That's cute. Beauty Bakery has the cutest like named items and like the cutest stuff. So aligning with Downtown Brown. It feels like the Lime Crime Mattes, if you've ever used them. I mean, I'm not mad. It's a pretty color. It kind of dries down a little bit sticky. I'm going to go on top of this with something else because I don't want to do matte. I kind of really want a gloss. I'm going to go on top with the NYX Butter Gloss in Tiramisu because I feel like these two colors would complement each other really well. I think I'm going to take MAC Brooklyn Born by Aaliyah and just put this in the very center, on the top and in the center. Yeah. So I'm going to go do hair. I'm going to go get cute and then I'll be right back. But I think the look is a serve. I think it's pretty, right? The eyes are cute. It's reminiscent enough, I think. If I was to put them next to each other, I think. So I'm gonna go do my hair and then I'll be back for the final look. Okay, and this is the final look. I think it looks super cute. I think it's very reminiscent of, I ate the ice and I took it out, of a whiskey sour. I think it's cute. I think it's fun. I think it's fun for the summer. I hope you guys like it. So again, thank you guys for being here on Thursday. Next week, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna do an espresso martini. So I'll try to leak some ingredients to you guys before then so we can drink together. Because I really want this to be a channel where I'm drinking and you're drinking and I'm doing makeup and you're doing makeup and we're just really just enjoying our time together. So look out for the ingredients on my Instagram. Please follow me on Instagram at TT by Lex. Also on TikTok at TT by Lex. I'm gonna start to upload there as well. Yeah, no, I'm feeling my oats right now. I feel real cute. I'm excited to go grab drinks with a friend today. So, guys, if you're in Texas, please be safe, be smart. If you're under the age of 21, do not drink and drive, period. I don't support either of those habits. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Cheers and smooches. Always good to see you guys. Thank you guys for coming back every week. I know I don't have a bunch of subscribers, but those who are subscribed, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. So I will see you guys next week. Bye. Can you stop pulling the cord?